try to see the way the world turned what happened to me. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Am I living in American dreams? Am I living in American dreams? Am I living in American dreams?
That's a damn good question. I love that song. John Lawrence really has a talent there, and we appreciate his voice. Thank you. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. I am terribly sorry. Let me start off by apologizing for missing yesterday's rant. For those, and I saw a few people in the comments asking what happened, John. Well, I went to go get Vicky out of the yard over there. She gets out the yard and plays a little bit. Then we'll go get her to bring her back in the house. And she gets excited. So I went out there with the leash and I opened the gate, and she's all jumpy and all excited, and I'm all happy to see her and everything like that. And I bent down to put the leash on her. At the same time, she jumped up, and the top of her head slammed under my jaw, snapping my teeth shut. And unfortunately, and I heard them clack. I heard them come together. There was a piece of my tongue between it, and it was
fucking gross.
It was, yeah, it was bad. Bit all the way through it, and right now it's healing up as tongues do. They heal pretty quick, but right now it feels like I have a pea or...
You have a fucking hole in your tongue.
It's still...
No, he gave me the displeasure of going, hey, look at this, and that was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
If that were me, I'd be going to a hospital thinking I was dying, but that's just me.
It was very painful to eat yesterday, and right after I ate yesterday, it was pretty painful, and I couldn't think of anything outside of my tongue. So I knew I would be doing an injustice to come on and try to do a rant. And it just, but it's not better yet. It's still difficult to talk and to eat, but it ain't something I'm going to die from or anything like that. So, as they say, you get on with your shit. Anyway, it's Thursday. I missed Wednesday. Are you shitting me? I wish, man, there was all sorts of stuff to talk about yesterday. Most of it all we could get after the Qcumber lady, who right now there is a vote going on in the House, and the votes are already going to be there. She is going to, I'm not going to try to catch up on yesterday. That's yesterday's shit. She's going to be removed from her committees. The sad part of that is yesterday, Kevin McCarthy had the opportunity to do the right thing in the Republican Party and remove her themselves. So they went into their big conference back there, had a little meeting of the minds back there, what little mind there is. And I guess between all bunch of them, they came up with one brain, I think. I don't know. But it turned into a disgrace for the Republican Party, because at the same time they were judging the Qcumber lady. They were putting a vote to Liz Cheney. They brought up a vote whether Liz Cheney should retain her leadership position in the Republican House. A diehard conservative Republican, but because she voted for impeachment, well. We're not going to have any of that shit. They took a vote on her. She survived the vote. I think there was 60 or something that voted against her, but it was a secret vote. It wasn't out in the open. You could just go behind a little curtain over there and do your thing. Nobody know who voted. That's the only way they could do it, because they're cowards. Basically, the Republican Party has turned into a whole party of nothing but cowards outside of the Qcumber lady. Maybe that lady out in Colorado, Bubbard, whatever her name is. She's got some selling to do. Matt Gaetz, he's always ready to get on his sparkle pony and ride somewhere. But it was a disgrace because they took a vote on Liz Cheney. And as I understand the news, they gave a standing ovation to the Qcumber lady. Really? That disgusting piece of crap, bigoted witch that came out of Georgia? Are you shitting me? You stood and applauded her. That should worry us in this country, that they did that. After what we saw on January 6th, are you shitting me? An assault on our democracy, assault on our whole system, and yet still within the Republican Party, they still persist with it. They're still trying to push the big lie. They're still trying to claim, oh, what's that, Kevin McCarthy? Are you shitting me? Kevin McCarthy comes out and does his little song and dance about, oh, we're going to unify the Republican Party and we're all together and all that shit. And we talked about QAnon. I don't even know what QAnon is. That is such a disgusting statement to come out of the minority leader's mouth. Really? Didn't you look at the video of the storming of the Capitol? Did you notice anything of the alphabet out there, maybe? Doesn't know anything about QAnon. Are you shitting me? The same thing Donnie says. Oh, I don't know anything about it. I don't know. Hey, if you don't know, you're the one that's pretty damn well ignorant. And what are you doing sitting in that seat? Yes, he knows. He's like Ted Cruz. They're trying to do a revisionist history now. We didn't know about all this stuff. We need to move on and create unity within our nation here and not look past. Let's look towards the future, because in the past, you assholes were treasonous. And the past is just a few freaking weeks ago. We don't have that short of memory, baby. I remember. Anyway, the only other big thing I want to talk about, funny, that I thought was funny, that lifted my spirits, was that there is a company called Smartmatic. They're a voting tech company. I love this shit. They filed a $2.7 billion lawsuit against Fox News and several individuals. Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, that lawyer from outer space, Lou Dobbs, they called his out. Judge Wino on Fox. Yep, they called her out. And Maria Bartiromo, the Fox News ladies. They actually named him in a 300-page lawsuit detailing the disinformation campaign put on by Fox News, by Rudy Giuliani, by Sidney Powell, was intentional to try to overturn an election, but they, in the way they did it, they disparaged this company's name as same way in Dominion. They don't stand by and just let you pull this shit off. Well, what I find funny, it was filed in New York State, by the way. What I find funny is, evidently, if we tune in, which I won't be, I'll wait to hear it on the news, to Fox on Friday. As a matter of fact, to be precise, if we tune in to Lou Dobbs is going to have some information for everybody over there on the Fox side, and it's going to be debunking everything that they said during the campaign, everything after the election, all of it, all the bullshit up until now. They're going to debunk it. They're going to go line by line and say, this isn't true, this isn't true. All the shit we said wasn't true. Because they're hoping to mitigate the damage. Not because they're worried about their reputation, not because they're concerned about, fair and balanced. They're not giving a shit about fair and balanced. They don't give a shit about ethics. They don't give a crap about anything. Except trying to rile people up against the United States. If you haven't noticed, I've always said Fox News, Fox Spews Bullshit Mountain, is the most anti-American bullshit you can put on your TV. I don't care how many flags they fly. I don't give a shit how many eagles fly across the screen. It's the most anti-American bullshit you can put on your TV. Anyway, I just like it because all of a sudden Fox News is going to start jumping up and down going, oh, wait, we won't say that anymore. Kiss off. Pay up, assholes. You made the money and all your shit. You got it to spend. Anyway, before I get started with our guests, let me catch up. Perry Howell, I want to call you out. Perry pledged to our Patreon Day page 4 hours ago. Thank you, Perry. We appreciate it tremendously. And Diana Mallory, bequeather of the Gong and Secret Squirrels, donated $5 and said, 11 GOP vote with Dems to strip Qcumber from her committee assignments. We're up to 11. I love it. Is that it? Is it over? Is that somebody in the chat tell me, is the vote over?
I'm trying
and
to figure
is it
that
done?
out, but with our internet
so we
going the way it is,
if I had that song, we could play Ding Dong the Witch is Dead, but and we'll go with the well, that didn't work.
Yeah, because I didn't know if you ever cut that song off here. There you go.
It was a violin sound, but
yeah.
Instead she's just gonna get out of here, Lay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you that information right now.
Man,
but
yeah.
with the stream going
11,
on, our internet's
that's great.
slow.
Diana Mallory, thank you very much. Let's start bringing in some of our panel. Aussie Dave, how are you, my friend?
All right, thanks, mate. How are you? Tonguey?
Yeah,
I suppose.
I'm sure you've gone through something in your life where you bit your tongue.
Oh yeah, and sometimes you've had to bite your tongue.
Well, yeah, sometimes you do.
In your case,
but not.
Yeah,
not
in your
literally.
case, it actually happened, mate. In Australia here at the moment, we're sick of the whole kit and caboodle. We've got a special on TV tonight over here in Australia. I think it's a nationwide show. It's a bit of a 60 minutes type thing. It's called The Downfall of Trump. And it's been knocked up together, and it's professional sort of thing. I'm going to try and get a copy and post it. But it apparently it's a bit of a no holds barred, and it exposes Trump. This is the problem, and over here in Australia and the rest of the country, when I read the comments from Europeans and Africans and all that. The problem is, and we all agree, that the Democrats are not speaking out loud enough and answering back to the accusations. Thanks for having me on the show. Carry on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, Bill Jones. I'm sorry. Had to catch in my throat there. It's still a bit to swallow. Every time I swallow, you know how it is. Go swallow right now. Your tongue moves. Well, every time my tongue moves, it hurts. And right now my job is to run my mouth, so what do you do? Bill, how are you?
I'm well, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I really am. I'm doing good.
I'm proud of the 11 Republicans that jumped ship, but the bad news is that there's 199 of them that like white supremacy for some reason.
Yeah, they're cucumbers too, I guess. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. What the
I'm
hell?
happy that we got 11. I'm going to find out who they were, and I'm going to proudly call them out. Thank you for standing up where the rest of your 199 little cowards didn't.
Well, we know that Liz Cheney was, in fact, the Republican congressman up there in Jonafly's area, Pennsylvania, congressman voted for it too. So, but those are the only two I know. But there's 11 in, and there's 2 votes remaining, which don't make a difference because it's 231 to 199. So she's done with the committee.
She's out of there. Get out, baby. Yeah.
Well, she needs to be booted out of Congress. Then.
She needs
not her committees.
She needs to.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, 'cause nobody asked you, bitch.
Amen.
That's it.
Amen.
You know, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. We're done with you. We're gone. Go. But Bill, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling a little better, buddy. Take care of that thing.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I feel like going to put my Navy uniform back on because I've swished enough salt water in my mouth right now over the last 2 days. I feel like I should be standing on the bow of the ship somewhere. Anyway.
Just take it easy and don't overdo it, man. You'll be all right.
I will indeed. Thank you, Bill. And David out in California. How are you doing, brother?
Hello, John Travis. Hello, Blue Dots. I'm doing good. How are you?
Shit. What's a tongue? It still works, ain't it? You hear me? You hear me?
Shame you.
It still works. There you go.
Like a safe beard there.
If I pinch with my fingernails, I can stroke it. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
And as far as the GOP, I'm ready to call them the hidden cucumber party.
That's it.
I won't, because we're keeping the show PG. I won't say where the cucumber's hidden.
Yeah. It's up Donnie's ass is where it is. I'll call it out. That's where they're going with this. I don't know what the choice between what they're picking here. It's not just a statement about the cucumber lady. This is a statement about the Republican Party, and they can't get it right.
It's a statement about what reality they live in.
There you go.
That's bottom line.
Yeah. What is it that you believe in? Anyway, David, thank you for joining the conversation. We appreciate it. And with us also, S.C. Smith out in Tallahassee, brother. How you doing?
Well, hello, everybody. How's it going?
It's going fine. How's everything up in Tallahassee?
Oh, it's going good. You know, it's just we're on a roll here with the cucumber lady. I posted a little video earlier today in chat around 4:00 my time, where she's having a little she's giving a speech and she pulls out a life-size cutout cardboard of Trump and sets it up behind her, and she's sitting there. Oh, he's so. And she literally starts rubbing on the crotch area of this girl. And
nasty.
I hope she's not looking for a cucumber because there's nothing down there anywhere that's going to resemble that. Yeah, but it's disturbing. It's disturbing.
It's sickening.
Because she's literally doing it. Yeah, I mean, she is
hidden cucumber. Crouching mushroom.
Crouching mushroom.
No, it just did flash on CNN. They voted her.
You get a gong for that.
Yeah,
I'll give you a gong for that. Hidden cucumber. Crouching mushroom. Sparky Dunk, how are you, brother?
I'm fine, John.
Good.
Sorry to hear about your tongue.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm sure all of us have had this experience. This is the second time though I bit completely through my tongue. I've had nips and stuff, or hell, I've even had a splinter. Shit. Oh shit, shouldn't have done that. Kind of thing. Yep. It's what we do.
Is it worse than slamming a hammer against your finger?
It's the same thing, because when you hit your finger with a hammer, you're gonna do it again if you keep doing what you're doing. If you go out there, I've walked a 2x4. Nailing down top rails with a hammer and nails, so you're walking good 8-10 foot off the ground, walking on a 2x4, bending over and nailing nails into it. So once you hit that finger, yep, it becomes a target. after that. The same thing with this. It's there, and if I'm not very cautious, that little part that's poking out over on the side that ain't normally there tries to get between my teeth again. And that's not good.
I don't know who those 11 Republicans were, but I bet you 10 of them are the ones that voted for impeachment.
Probably so. Probably so.
One more that felt his balls.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find out who that is.
I know. My spineless congressman probably voted the other way.
I know mine did. I really don't have to go look. Michael Cloud, District 27 in Texas. Yeah, you bet you, little traitor. I again sent him a message on Twitter today. Of course, he has not sent out a Twitter message since January 9th when he said, "Follow me to Parler." So every day I tweet him and ask him, "Are you still hiding? Really? You're that much of a coward that you're afraid of Twitter?" I just razz his ass every day because he's a disgusting little shit.
John, I guarantee if the impeachment vote was a secret vote, he'd go down big time.
Yeah, it would. But we're not going to let them do that. I want them standing out there in front of God and everybody. I want to see who is going to stand next to this man still after what the Democrats are going to put on in trial. I want to see, because it makes a difference.
Don't we know that already, John? Don't we know who the traitors are?
We do, but we have to deal with him. Let's get Velda in the room. Velda, how you doing?
Hey,
we didn't want to be
good.
sexist in here, so.
I know. I was going.
A female voice. These guys over here, too much testosterone.
Right. You know those butterflies you were having yesterday on your last thing?
Yes.
They found my internet tonight.
Oh man.
Oh, am I flickering?
Yep. No, you're not flickering. Mine did.
Oh, I really pissed those off the other night. Travis went back and uploaded the recorded version. It was the same thing, except he uploaded a version that doesn't have all the static in it. The only way I found out is because I went to bed and I looked. I always check my numbers. I go over to look at YouTube. Oh, look at there, man. We're at 900 and something views. That's great. That's great for right there in the evening. It'll be well over 1,000 by morning. I get up the next morning. I check my numbers. It says 32 views. What? And then I noticed uploaded 5 minutes ago. What the shit? Yep, there went all them views. It looks like, oh, look at there. He went from 1.7 thousand views to the next day he only got 32. Boy, he must suck. Anyway, I'm glad he did, because it was terrible.
Yeah, I was watching the vote count. I think it was on Green.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I think they're still voting on it. I don't know if they're still.
It's over.
If it's come through.
Yeah, it's over.
It's a done deal.
She's CNN just said it was.
Thank God and Greyhound, she's gone.
What happens to her now with her constituents?
She wanders the halls of Congress like a ghost. That's what she does.
What are they going to do?
She's basically neutered.
Yeah, she got no job.
Yes. No
She's a congresswoman woman with nothing to do. I guess,
and just other people end up spouting her bullshit. She can't speak for herself, so she'll
try
get in
to
buddy
enlist others.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's see who goes. I want to see this shit.
Yeah.
I thought what they tried to do to Liz Cheney was a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Oh,
It was bullshit.
Yeah,
they put a vote on Liz Cheney, but not the Qcumber lady. That you give her a standing ovation. It speaks volumes of the Republican Party right now.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, man.
It sounds corny.
Didn't go down too well over here. I can tell you right now that was sort of pretty much on the headlines here that Cheney, being honest, was crucified and the racist woman was glorified.
That's the way it sounded to me last night on the news.
Yeah.
It's
Talk about reversals.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know y'all seen where the lady that apparently had planned her trip to Mexico, the lady that stormed the Capitol,
yes,
got arrested for it, and now the judge says, "Oh, well, you can go to Mexico." Okay, and then now the Kyle Woodhouse, whatever his name is, the kid that shot people, they can't even find him.
Yeah,
they can't even find him.
He's Spanish.
And then.
And so, that just goes to show where fucking justice lies in this country.
Well, and that Texas judge down there decided to let one of the QAnon accused ladies go on her vacation to Mexico.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Another one was
on a
your
bonding
range, after all.
vacation. A bonding vacation. Judge, can I go
God,
on a
yes.
bonding vacation? I need to bond with reality again. Are you shitting me? How about lock her ass up and let her deal with real reality? The consequences of your action. That would be a great idea. Somebody ought to come up with something like that. You know, like if you break a rule, there's a punishment for it. You know, we can come up with something. I don't know. Put you in a cage for a little while. Oh,
Law and something.
Yeah, law.
What about-
word.
Yeah.
What about
What's that thing that
something
starts with
like-
J?
something
The lady. Justice. What did I say?
What about
before?
something
that got
like
me?
no one's above the law? Right? No one's above the
We
law.
cannot
That's a good
have
one
law
to
and
start.
order unless there is truth and justice for that truth. We're not displaying anything in this trial that wasn't obvious to every one of us, including them on the Republican side. They know, they see it all. They're trying
When
to
healing and
distract
unity,
us.
give us
Oh,
justice
give us
and
justice.
accountability.
That's what we want. Then we'll come together. We can come together on the accountability and the justice for it. That begins that conversation of, okay, well, we got that solved. What are we going to do next? But until we get past this, we are still in this America that is still divided. Not as much right now. I mean, the gates opened up, the heavens shined through when Joe was elected and inaugurated. I feel better every day that there's y'all know, there was another freaking press conference today.
Yeah.
Can you believe that shit?
Every day. Monday.
Every day.
Oh, and Joe,
I'm
Mr.
just saying.
President Joe Biden, Mr. President Joe Biden reversed another one of Trump's thingies today.
He's been
Yeah.
No
busy.
more withdrawing troops from Germany.
Been a busy man, hasn't he? Okay.
Yeah.
try to
Honoring
respect.
treaties, supporting
Yeah,
NATO,
what's
crazy
all that
stuff
about?
like that.
Treating allies
Hey,
with
guys,
respect.
Oh my God!
Rebuilding our
Bill Jones. Bill Jones can
He's
help me.
a
What's
human-
going to go on tonight with this crap where there's 200 so-called amendments that the Republicans are going to throw up in the face in the Senate when they're voting on all these spending things? It's
That's all bluster. That's all bluster, man. That's just all talk. It's not a big deal.
That's hot.
Yeah.
But what a
It's
waste
all
of time
bluster.
and money.
Oh,
What a
buddy,
waste of
Exactly.
time and
have
money.
you not noticed how good we are at that? I
One
believe
thing-
we
one
top
thing I
the
wanted
world
to-
in wasting money.
One thing I want to throw in: did anybody happen to see the Joe Biden speech in front of the State Department today?
Yes, I did. Yes,
My
did.
God,
I didn't see it. Yeah, I
was
missed
that absolutely awesome or what?
You know,
Kind of
hey,
nice
man.
having a competent speaker as a
We
president.
have
yes.
diplomacy again. We have a leader that reaches out to our allies and our friends. Man, that's awesome.
it is
You
like
got proud
another.
of
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Every day is a little bit better. We're getting used to this again. We're getting used to what
Yeah,
used to be
man.
normal. After
Having a
the
president
4
that wants-
years of utter chaos.
Watch
What
out.
word we used to use for president? Oh yeah, presidential.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we might be America again here pretty soon. I'm hoping.
I'm hoping,
Get
Bill.
respect back.
Let me catch up because I've gotten behind since Travis was gone. Michael James, who has lost he's this. I can't get him back on Discord. Michael James, we miss
That
your voice
sucks.
in here, brother. Donated $20 and said a dog sniffing another dog's butt receives more accurate and better information than a Fox News viewer receives watching Fox News. Outstanding, Michael James. That's a perfect way of
True.
putting it. And it's also very true. Mega Wet Willie donated $5 through Super Chat and said, vote to remove the panel 230 A, 199 nay. It's a dove deal. That's it. She's lost her job. Gary Spring, all the way up from Canada, sent down 5 beaver bucks. Buddy, we appreciate it tremendously. Ben Stroud, up in Kansas, donated $5 to Super Chat and said, time to sick the dog, the bounty hunter, on the killer up in Wisconsin. He has slipped bail. Send the dog after that son of a bitch. Yeah, he skipped bail now. $2.2 million. Somebody's going to lose some bucks on this kid if he doesn't show his ass up. Catman 56, my brother Keith up in Minnesota, donated $1 and said a little help on the salt fund. I'm telling you, man, it's nasty stuff after a while. First time you do it, yeah, it's not too bad. I can handle this. About the 20th time you're doing it, you're just going, oh, don't puke, don't puke. You're not seasick. It just seems like it. K Diverter donated $5 through Super Chat and said, do yourself a favor and watch Rudy Rainbow's parody on MTG of Barbara Streisand's Evergreen on YouTube. Outstanding. Yes, Randy Rainbow, if you don't know who he is, you're missing out on some great comedy. And I think I saw that. I think I did. It's hard to... Anyway, Johnny Fly donated $5 and said, glad Representative Green got booted out of those two committees. She needs to be expelled from Congress. Period. Go Blue Dots. Outstanding, Johnny Fly. Thank you very much. All the way from Pennsylvania. And Ben Stroud, woo, Ben, be careful, came back and donated $20 and said, Pumpkin Tits wants... Wait a second, Ben. Let's get that out of the way so I don't mess us up. Pumpkin Tits needs... Boy, that's a hard one to do with a bad tongue. Pumpkin Tits wants to go testify before the Senate. His lawyers said, no. You know his ego is not going to let him listen to his lawyers. Let him incriminate himself. That trial will be over as soon as he shows up and opens his mouth. 10-4, Ben Stroud. They said that they invited Donnie the Orange Menace to come in and speak in his defense at his trial. The key words were under oath. No, Donnie's not going to do that.
Can't do that.
No, can't do that. 2 seconds. You're right, Ben. You put him under oath and start questioning. You're going to be down a rabbit hole somewhere, and the whole group's going to be sitting there going, "What the hell is he talking about? Crowd size? What?" It's going to be a sight to see. I'm looking forward to it almost as entertainment, but again, we have to remind ourselves it's not entertainment. This is our democracy we're talking about here. We come on the show here and make all sorts of fun about it. We have a good laugh. We get pissed. But this is our country. This is our democracy, and this is our Constitution that we're standing up for. Either it means what it says it does, or it doesn't. And right now, the Republican Party is just going, it's just a piece of paper, man. Just a piece of paper.
It's more than paper.
It is, baby.
Go ahead, Velda. I'm sorry.
No, it's a way of our life. We have to rely on each other, and to tear down our institution because you don't like somebody's color of their skin or their policy.
Or who they
Man,
love.
grow up. Right. Grow up.
Yeah.
Get a life.
And that's still... Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say what Velda said was spot on, but I was just going to divert the subject to what's concerning to us on the outside of your country is seeing how many people, police especially and law enforcement, are being caught up as being involved or being okay with the riot on the 6th. It seems to be the infection goes pretty deep, and that's quite concerning.
It should be to anybody. But I remind everybody again that there are a number of police officers, fire department, and a lot of other caught up in this thing that have been arrested and shown to be who they are, or will be. And
well, didn't the...
Go ahead.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the FBI back in the 1990s, someplace in the early 80s, say that the police departments and all the department, fire departments and stuff should really be aware that racist, white supremacist groups are infiltrating all of these positions?
This is not something that's new. And I've been saying it for years. Everything that we have, whether you're talking about the military, whether you're talking about your local police department, fire department, your local hospital, your local church, if there are racist, bigoted assholes in your community, they're in all those institutions too. It used to be that they kept their shit hidden.
It was announced today they're going to start rooting them out of the military.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes, if you're caught with ties to either white supremacy or one of these crack ass groups, they're gonna talk about getting rid of your ass. They'll discharge you. And you on your way. You want to go be a white supremacist? Go join the Klan. You're not wanted here. That should be the message.
Did you hear Canada today
Yes.
declared that the Proud Boys were a terrorist group.
Yes, because Canada has balls.
Yes.
And we just play footsies with them because that's the Republican Party. They're not gonna declare the Proud Boys a terrorist organization because that's who they are. That's who they are. The Proud Boys, the 3%ers. These are all.
They need their votes, unfortunately.
Yes, and you can find pictures of these guys with most of your congressmen and senators and shit. They've been rubbing elbows for a long time. Don't tell me that you don't support them now. You have to up until just the other day. They were. That's like Marjorie Taylor Greene getting up there on the floor of the House and giving her little speech, which was utterly disgusting, and should have been thrown out on its edge. It just.
I seen part of that.
Oh, it was
seen part
disgusting.
Of that. I couldn't watch it.
I was
What got
allowed
me-
to believe these stories about. What do you mean you were allowed to believe?
Oh, yeah,
We're all allowed to believe
fuck
whatever the hell we want to believe. We all know that. It's just that the ignorant ones, they tend to go down rabbit holes, lady, like you did. Go ahead.
Well, you
SC.
see, like the My Pillow guy, he was on Newsmax.
Yeah.
On Newsmax.
They cut his ass off.
Yeah, well, but they had to come out before and say, listen, and dismiss all that shit against Dominion and the voting machines because they didn't want to get sued. And then when he just started going on, and they were on there to try to ask him about his feelings on getting banned from social media and all that, but he just wanted to go on and on about it. And the dude was out of control. He was out of control. This guy's
He'll
out of
get a
control.
summons.
And he is one of the reasons why that little fucker Kyle Rittenhouse is walking free right
There you
now.
go.
Him and Ricky Schroeder.
Yep.
Yeah. And the kid should have been arrested when he was in the bar drinking beer because he isn't old enough to be drinking beer.
You support.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like I said earlier. It just shows you.
Speaking of
where
support,
things
did you
are.
see that 10% of the people they've arrested that did the invasion of the Capitol didn't even vote?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, that's some shit.
I just can't wrap my head around it.
I know.
That's just like half these motherfuckers at his rallies that drive around your town with his flag still up. They probably didn't vote.
I don't have to
They
drive
probably
far.
didn't
Two of them were not American citizens.
Well, none of them were in my book. None
But
of
two of them
them.
were not American
don't-
citizens.
I don't
Hey,
have to
John,
drive
I
that
just,
far. All I have to do is get out of my driveway. Let me catch up here.
Published the
real quick.
11.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, let me catch
Go
up
ahead.
Is it
real quick.
okay?
Megawatt Willie donated $5 through Super Chat and said, resigning from the Screen Actors Guild, NAFTRA, Cheeto just through any future TV shows or movie appearances out the window. Well, I hope so. I want to know who's asking him to. Would put that son of a bitch on any TV.
They removed
shit.
his star too.
Yeah, good. Did they? Oh, they
Said
should.
remove his star
Yeah.
too.
That way, keep
Well,
people
they
from having
haven't
to
done
go
that yet.
constantly back and forth and trying to destroy this damn thing. Anyway, Tim Torkelson donated $5 to Super Chat and said, freedom depends on justice. Justice depends on truth. Truth is the vital element in every voting booth. Go Joe, fuck Trump,
the truth.
and the crap in the Q rap he wrote in on. Well put, Tim. Well put. That was good. That is. The justice depends on the truth. And truth, as Abraham Lincoln said, Abraham Lincoln once said, and I can't quote it verbatim, but it said the American people can be trusted to make the right decision amongst any crisis, so long as they're given the truth. The key is to give them the truth.
The truth.
And beer. I got to make the quote right, but that's what he said. Anyway.
I think I told you a long time ago, I said that the reason they wear these MAGA caps is to cover up the circumcision marks.
Yeah.
That's why
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Say, John?
Yeah.
They have I got the 11 names of the congressmen that voted with us.
Go ahead and read them out, Bill.
It's Jim Katko, Chris Jacobs, and in just a second, give me a break. John Katko, Chris Jacobs, and Nicole Malatokas of New York, Young Kim of California, Carlos Jimenez of Florida, Maria Salazar of Florida, Chris Smith of New Jersey, Fred Upton of Michigan, and Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania, and last but not least, Adam Kissinger of Illinois.
Adam Kissinger.
What I noticed on that list is there was nobody from Texas or North Carolina, and I'm
Hell
pissed.
no. Yeah, me too. Me
Two
too.
from Florida. Two from
My
Florida.
congressman's going to get a nasty
from
goddamn letter this
Hey,
Monday.
who can beat 16?
Not from Arkansas.
Hey,
either.
Texas has 16 congressmen that voted not to
Yep.
accept the electoral vote after the insurrection.
Yep.
Beat that.
Yep.
Anybody can beat that? We got 16. Texas
Mine's
got
the same
16
damn way, man.
traitors. Let me finish up here.
SC, tell Miss Salazar thank you in Florida. That was very nice of her to vote that way. Yeah.
Yeah, we should be.
My God.
Well, we should be proud of the ones that are starting to find their courage to stand up against us.
That was surprising.
We
But
should
you know what?
give kudos where they're deserved.
That just goes to show maybe there's some people in Florida that are fucking getting tired of him, and are speaking up and making those phone calls and hopefully. But that
I
was
believe as this
surprising.
goes on, more and more, are going to leave the Republican Party. They're going to be disgraced. They don't want to be associated with this shit. The only other thing is to change the party. What's going to happen first? The total downfall, or they change it? Randy Kerman donated $5 though and says GOP has got to go. Oh, QOP. Oh, yeah, it's not the GOP anymore. It's the QOP. That's pretty good, Randy. I didn't catch that. My eyes didn't focus. I'm sorry, David. Did I cut you off there, brother?
No, I think I found your quote.
What? What is it?
I'm a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended on to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them real facts and beer.
There you go. Huh? Did I not know my Abraham Lincoln? 4.7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth upon this continent and any nation a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war. We're testing whether this nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. I know a little bit, but anyway, Diana Mallory donated $5 to Super Ched and said, Brian Sicknick funeral services were honorable. Then I had a fuck Trump supporter tell me Officer Sicknick was shot by another officer. Oh, fuck off. Diana Mallory, not you.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
They're determined to gaslight everything.
He died of an injury to his head from a freaking
fire extinguisher.
We have it on video. What happened to him?
Yeah. They will catch the guy. They're going to catch who it was that threw that or hit him with it or whatever it was that happened. That whatever it is, they're going to find him. And I guarantee you, right now, the person that did it, they're hiding. If they ain't been arrested yet, they're hiding their ass off big time. They don't want to be seen anywhere. They dug a hole.
Any rewards out for this person?
Huh?
Any rewards out for this person? Like if they put rewards for
they have a
people
reward for the
hold
bomber guy right now. I don't think they put out a reward for this guy because I think they're going to be able to find him.
Well, that's inappropriate. They should
all they need is one good still shot of the people that were around the spot where the officer went down, and they will start blowing that up and then backing up the whole process of video and everything, finding out exactly where this guy came from, what street did he walk down. There's going to be 100 videos with that person in that video.
So it may be they already know they're just gathering evidence.
It wouldn't surprise me if the My Pillow guy was helping that little Kyle Rittenhouse hide out.
Oh, he's a worm.
Oh, he's a scumbag.
I'm pretty sure he's giving that kid's family some money.
He tried so hard to get up Donnie's butt. I just, and he's still
about
trying.
To get sued. He's about to get sued because he bagged the voting machines last night. And he's going to cop one. He's going to cop $1 billion suit.
I don't think he has enough pillows to cover this shit. You better find another hobby there, son.
And it's just crazy. Like I said before, what was this guy? What was so wrong? Oh, Jesus Christ! He just kept making pillows. It just amazes me how people will fuck their lives up.
But they are losing voters. I mean, they are losing, according to our reporting over here.
Tim, spark it up,
the numbers are dropping off. They are losing. People are changing this, changing the registering is independent or Democrats. A lot of people are doing that. So, he's down to 37.8% or something as well. On the current polls about whether you like him or his popularity. So he's going down. Hitler, he was out making a great speech at a rally, and he was telling the German people how great things were. And, you know, it was all going well for the Germans, but the Russians were only 50 kilometers from fucking Berlin.
Bombs are falling, and he's out there telling them, don't worry, we're going to win. Go, team, go. That's what Donnie's out there doing right now, except he's, instead of dropping bombs, he's getting some bombs, all right. He's still using it as a fundraiser, and so is that Qcumber lady. She's making money off this stuff. She's been made popular on the news because we talk about her all the time.
200 grand or something. She wanted 50. She got 200. Yeah, she got 200 grand off a fundraiser for her defense of some crap.
I ought to rephrase that. I ought to rename that. Instead of Qcumber, I should be saying Qcumber. Like
she wants to rename the GOP from the Grand Old Party. She wants to call it the Great Opportunity Party.
Yeah, well, the GOP never let a disaster go by without them taking full opportunity to get as much money as you can out. That's the Republican Party.
You guys are being too nice about that lady. I've got a word for her.
Who had it?
It's only 4 letters
long.
What
is it? 4 letters? Wait. Give me the first letter.
Mole, slut.
C. Oh.
I know where this is going.
Kook. Is it kook? Can I say kook?
You?
Hey.
You.
Yeah. Only out of your mouth, baby. Yeah. No, I would. She is. She's about the lowest thing that you can find out there because she knows what she was doing. She came on the House floor and trying to make excuses.
I don't say that very often.
No, I don't either. But she came on the House floor. Hold on.
Are you okay?
Following sucks too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good. The tongue
don't
heals.
Get to talking so fast that talking so fast that you bite your own tongue again.
Yeah, don't do that. I've had to bite my tongue too much in my life. I'm ready to let it fly.
New meaning to tongue in cheek.
Where was I? I forgot what I was even talking about now. Squirrel.
About her.
Oh, yeah. The Qcumber.
Yeah, I like that. The Qcumber.
Yeah, the Qcumber. That's pretty good.
She is a scum.
That is pretty good. I like that. Copyright.
So she's the first one. There's a few more. There's a few more need to go down as well, like her.
Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley.
Yeah.
There's a whole list. Michael Cloud.
That Bobart, she's just as
Bobart,
bad. I mean,
oh yeah, she's a bitch, isn't she?
The sad thing is, are we going to have to be the ones to have to purge the Republican Party of their scum? I mean, because that's what it's eventually going to come down to. It's going to be the vote of the people that keep these people in or out. That's the ultimate test of their. Although I feel like half of them should be thrown out, all 140 some of them that voted not to accept the Electoral College, as far as I'm concerned, are guilty of sedition against this country and shouldn't even have their freaking seat.
The only
Michael
thing
Cloud,
that's happen
District 27, Texas.
John, that's what's got to happen, and it's got to come from the government, and the government's really going to have to crack down and put back on that where they couldn't gerrymander. That needs to go back go back into law. That needs to be put back on.
That is the only reason my state is red. That is, it is.
We
That's
need
why
to
Texas
fix
is
that.
red, is because of the gerrymandering the Republicans have done.
We've got to fix that.
And it's the state governments that determine this. So in your state, this is not only something that we have to deal with on a national level, as with Donnie the dickhead coming into the scene. It rose the awareness of everything else. We noticed that Donnie's a dick. Then, Mike Pence, he's a little dick. He ain't doing nothing. Then you notice everybody down the line ain't doing shit. But
Bill, help me out on this. The law that they took off was they had to get permission from the government to redo state lines, voting lines in their districts. In their
district boundaries, right? Right.
Yeah, that's the law I'm talking about. It needs to be put back in place.
I think they ought to just have it square, so many miles by so many miles by so many miles by so many miles, and just go around and stamp your state. That's it. Everybody, whatever district you fall in. Let's
But
make it.
remember that those laws are state mandated. Because of
Yes.
states' rights. But they can't make a federal law for it. It's in the Constitution.
That's right, because all states
Yeah.
are responsible for their own elections. They run it the way they want.
That's right.
We just went through
That's
that
why
whole
they're
thing.
getting away with this shit.
Yep.
Right now, there's over 20 states that are already trying to jury rig this shit for 2022.
Over 100 pieces of legislation, Bill.
Yep.
Ain't
Already.
that sad already? The Republicans have introduced
Already.
100 bills
Like, really?
to cut back on the ability to vote, to make it more difficult, to totally eliminate some
Voter
method.
restriction.
Yes, voter restriction. It's it's the new Jim
Sad.
Crow. That's the Republican Party.
Yep.
Let me
That's
call
who they
out
are.
Diana Mallory, the bequeather gone, came back with another $2 and said, "John, don't swallow, just wear pearls." Diana Mallory, you're so bad. Man, we have naughty people in the group here. And, we like it that way, so what can I say?
Yeah.
Blue Dot Hank, hey, how's everything over in the Netherlands? Talking about another international perspective.
Good day from Russia.
Oh, hey, comrade, how you doing, buddy?
I am the KGB agent for the Netherlands.
Yes. What secrets do you need? I have boxes full.
I need you to send us the Nazi bitch called Marjorie Taylor Greene for execution in the Kremlin. We do not like these Nazi bitches from your country.
Yeah, neither do we.
They have to be shot.
But well, I can see when she's available. She's got nothing else to do anymore.
Yes, she
Wander
was
around
kicked
and
out.
wave at other congressmen on their way to meetings. Hi, how you doing?
What a waste of the salary.
I've been watching a little bit too many Russian World War II drama series. So
How can you watch too many of those, Hank? Come on, brother.
oh, it's brilliant.
They're always interesting.
Seeing
It's
Mr.
like watching
Barry
Hogan's
do his
Hero
thing.
anytime.
Yeah,
I
like
see
like
nothing.
Hogan's Heroes. Yeah, a bit like it.
Yeah.
No, but very happy to see. Well, a few things really. Very happy to see Marjorie Taylor Greene ousted from
Yes.
the
Amen.
committees.
Here, here.
Secondly, extremely proud about Joe Biden, who reunited 9 families with their kids today.
Yes.
Today.
Kids that were
Excellent.
separated from their
More to
parents
come.
by
And,
the
yes, a
Trump
lot more to come.
administration and ICE. The word ICE alone. I mean, ICE baby. Then I have to
Guns over
strongly
people.
advise you,
Yeah,
John Bridevo,
Huh? What?
because I'm seeing some fluff returning on your chin, and I do not like it.
Oh, you don't like this?
I think
no,
you have
no.
to keep. No, you,
Hank,
hang on.
can you see
I
me,
think
Hank?
You have to. I can see you.
These are not the
I
hairs
can
you're looking for. These are not the
No,
hairs.
they might
you're
not be
looking
the hairs I'm looking for, but the Joe Biden will be in office for 4 years, so I demand you do not shave. You do shave for 4 years.
What it is, it's I'm not responsible for this. Everybody should know I'm under court order. They demanded a recount on the number of hairs. So we're seeing who shows up. That's all. I'm just
Yeah. And as a last thing, I would like to welcome because I haven't spoken to him for a long time. I would like to welcome Mr. Sexy Voice from Australia. Hello, Sexy Voice.
Oh, shit.
Boy, howdy, wasn't that an today?
Since when did a
There's
male
somebody y'all want to
Australian voice
discuss with us
become
or anything?
sexy?
I'm just wondering.
Because it is a sexy voice.
No, mate.
Dave, you've got
I
a
reckon,
cool voice. I love it.
I reckon North
Right.
Koreans have a great voice.
What are you
Right
saying
up there
about my
with,
voice?
Andy.
What do I suck? What am I?
Well, that's a
Shit!
gorgeous voice too.
It's that Australian accent, man.
I could talk like no, I can't. Sorry, Dave.
Force will be
What the
John.
hell is that?
I'll embarrass myself by even attempting. I won't do it.
No, but America
I love your
seems to
Texas
be.
accent.
Well,
America
let me ask
seems
you.
to be
Let me
getting
ask
back on
you,
track.
in Hank. Let me ask you, Hank. We're looking for someone. Have you seen Stephen Miller? Because I've lost track of where he is.
Yeah, where is he?
Mr.
We're playing.
Goebbels,
It's like a game of
Stephen
Where's
Goebbels
Waldo.
is now in prison in Russia.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yes, Mr. Goebbels, Stephen Miller Goebbels, we have him in the rush.
Because he would be a
For me.
big part of this organisation. he would have been part of the Sticks. He would have been in, on the organisation.
Oh yes. And
A
Trump,
cotton ball?
Trump
Really, Bernadette?
refusing to testify. What a moron!
Oh man,
He's a coward.
He's a
He's
coward.
wrong.
Yeah,
it's in
yeah.
transition.
Yeah, and, I mean, as a European, I love seeing America getting back on track slowly but steadily. It seems to be turning around.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you get some bullshit cops pepper spraying a girl of 9-year-old.
Oh, shocking.
Which immediately
Shocking.
makes me angry again.
Well, it again
Those
points
guys
to
are
the number
offended.
of things that we have to fix in this country. Pepper spraying 9-year-olds it might come up on the list, you know. There is
I
still
hope
a
so.
whole lot of work to do. What are we at, day 17 or something now? Somebody count
I
up.
think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we make great
Let's see,
progress in 17 days. But there
yes.
is a lot that this administration is yet to do. And I have faith that they're going to get it done. You know, I am just so pitiful. You know something? I don't know if I can go all the way back.
No, you can't go all the
Nope,
way
I
back.
can't. You know something that just dawned on me?
What's that?
When I opened the show, I went straight from opening saying hello to telling everybody about my tongue. I didn't call out all the. I know.
Stop
Short-term
shaving
memory
your
loss.
tongue.
Short-
Well, I mean, it's been an hour. That ain't short term, if you ask me.
Cheryl Cashman, I think, was the first one to jump in, and I think the next one to jump in was Stephanie Dean, and she said that she knows what it feels like because when she fell and hit her chin, she bit her tongue too. So she check it out. Look at the comments. See, things go in.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
annoying.
Yeah,
Trump
A
should
tongue
try
bite
that.
I
is
remember
annoying.
everything.
I've had them.
It's just pulling it
And
up
they-
at a moment's notice. That's not, not always happening. It's not a Rolodex and go.
Takes about
there it
2
is.
weeks to heal.
Nowadays, it's like passes it 10 times before I go back. Oh, that's where I put it. I don't know. I'm amazed with how much I have in my head since I started this. Since I started doing this. I mean, I always, as I pointed out before, I have always had an interest in politics. I always paid attention to politics and world issues and what's going on in the nation. That's how come I can sit here and tell you that every time a freaking Republican comes in, things go to shit. And then a Democrat has to come in and fix it again. While the Republican Party starts their song and dance about how great they are again. It's a cycle that I've watched so many times, it's almost disgusting. Gee, I wish I
There's nothing you
where I
can
was
do.
going with that.
We've got a good man in the White House. He's doing
We
a
do.
good job, and you know what? It's going to take months to feel good. Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
going to take a while.
until people start getting charged and being affronting a judge and being going to jail or being fined or whatever, that's when we'll all start to feel good to see justice actually working again.
Okay.
And Bernie Sanders brought something up very poignant the other day. He said that we should be looking at all those in the Mueller report that ignored subpoenas. Now that they've got control of the Senate and the House, they should bring those people to charges, ignoring those subpoenas.
We are not yet privy to what we're going to find out what happened during the Trump administration until a little while, until we have had people in there that aren't crooks and thieves. But
we have to get Mr. Garland in office here to get sworn in a week or so that'll be good.
But the biggest changes that we need in this country, the biggest changes that the Biden administration ain't got shit to do with, because it's us, it's our society. We are the ones that we've already shown that with the way we voted in the 2018. Now it's come back into 2020. Republicans are already out there talking about they're going to take the House. We need to deny them that. We need to keep doing what we've been doing because it's our voice. If it continues to be raised, it tends to not only change the discord in the country, the conversation. It puts those that object to good ideas on notice, baby. People are looking at your ass. and we need to keep that up. Any relaxation of pushing for the agenda that we want, the progress that we want in this country, if it doesn't happen, it's going to be our fault. We're the ones, the citizens are the ones that have to take the ultimate responsibility. We can't just elect a guy and walk away and think nothing. Look at me, I got Michael Cloud. Shit, a coward little traitor who can't even come on Twitter. He has an account. He's just afraid to use it.
On that note, may I say John Birder vote 2022 for the 27th District of Texas?
Just the part where the patriotic music starts and fireworks go off behind me and all that.
John, you would do
until
well.
we get that he needed slapping law.
You would do well, mate. Because you'd be out there and you'd be telling the truth and you'd be putting it across in factual format. And you, mate, Travis, push your dad, mate.
Oh, Lord.
Even
there are finer people than I, more articulate and more knowledgeable than I, and much younger, I might add, which is what I want to see. But I want to see, so many times through my life, and I hated to hear it because, to a man, it sounds like, what do you mean romantic? I'm not a romantic. I'm not carrying a rose in my mouth. That's not what they mean when they say that. That I take the view of the world. I told y'all before, my favorite song in the world is It's a Wonderful World. That's my favorite song because it speaks to what I want to see. And I want a young, motivated Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I want somebody who is going to stand on the floor of the House and the Senate and talk passionately about what it means to be a citizen of this country and to stand up for it. Because that idea has been hijacked by the right, and they've sold them snake oil, baby, and they drank it. It's called Kool-Aid. Snake oil Kool-Aid.
I heard something good.
They'll sell it.
It looks like Rourke, your friend, might be running for governor.
Oh, yes, Beto O'Rourke.
Beta.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beto O'Rourke is going to be
good.
probably running for governor, and if he does, you bet your ass I'm going to be out there. That's why I'm growing the beard, so he'll recognize me. If I don't go in there with no beard, he's going to look at me and go, I don't know you. No, look, the beard.
I'm glad you brought that up, John, because I forgot. I seen a thing yesterday where our former governor, Charlie Crist, who's he is thinking about running against DeSantis,
and he could do it.
Oh, good.
And he could do it.
Good.
Yeah, because
Good.
you gotta think it's not going to be difficult against Ron DeSantis. Look at the shit for the last all of these last 4 years. How long has he been in?
Yeah.
Did he come in 2018?
Got in 2018, so 3 years.
I would love
3
to
years.
see. I would love to see Charlie Crist because you know what? I mean, we've had some Democratic. Bob Graham was Democratic. Then we had Martinez was Republican. Then we got Lawton Childs, which Lawton Childs was his story was so. I mean, they called him Walking Lawton because when he campaigned for the Senate, he walked from Pensacola all the way to Key West. I mean, he walked the whole thing, and so they called him Walking Lawton. And then he ends up becoming state. Yeah, and then he ends up becoming governor and dies of a heart attack while he's walking on his treadmill in the governor's mansion.
That's some shit.
Hey, that's some shit.
That's not right.
I mean, and then we had Chris. Like I said, he's been governor before. So, if he runs against DeSantis, I mean, he'll have a good chance.
DeSantis is up in 2022. He's got a 4-year term. He was elected in 18.
Yep, it'll be here before I know it. And that's like I said before, Trump was the one thing and then DeSantis is another. I mean, oh God.
You get the government you vote for. That's the key. You get the government you vote for. If you are complacent in your life and think that everything is just hunky-dory with you, and you don't take the time to look around and notice that it's good on your block, but maybe on the other side of town. Maybe on the other side of the district, maybe on the other side of the state or the other side of the country, things aren't so well. And it's until we fix the whole puzzle, everything, from our local districts all the way to the top, until we take a passionate interest in that. That's how come I say I want somebody young, knowledgeable, articulate, and passionate about being a patriot and what that means. And
I've been seriously looking at your district, John.
Huh?
I've been seriously looking at your district. They really did make an effort to keep the Houston and San Antonio votes away from your district, didn't they? When
Yes,
they gerrymandered
yes.
it.
Did you look at my
Yep.
district?
Oh yeah,
Now-
I've been.
What
there.
the hell do people
I
up in Central Texas got anything to do with down here on the coast? You
all the
know?
way up by Austin.
Yes, all the way down
Yeah,
there in
that's very
Central Texas.
interesting.
What the hell? They drew it like that because Corpus Christi and down here in the Gulf Coast, we are dominantly liberal. Are you shitting me? We're coastal cowboys, baby. We got our feet in the sand. That's what we do. Life is a little different for us than they are out in, say, West Texas. It's a different lifestyle. There ain't no beach there, baby. You look funny with a little umbrella drink in your hand. Anyway. Yeah, they gerrymandered the shit out of my state. That's how come Republicans have control. That's the only reason.
Yeah. Question: why can't gerrymandering be officially banned?
Well, believe me, they've
It has to be
tried
done
to fight
state by
it.
state.
It's done state by state because of the laws and the
Right.
Constitution that gives the states the right to determine how they vote, what their districts are, everything. It is all states' rights.
Weird coincidence.
use-
Gerrymandered California under Schwarzenegger of all people, because though he was Republican, he didn't like gerrymandering. So it's one of the reasons California's gone so blue is we got rid of gerrymandering.
And I always, he was one of the few Republicans that I always looked at that had sense. I don't know if he did everything right for California, but on the grander scale of when he spoke, he usually. I liked his last little video he put out about.
He definitely was anti-fascist.
Yes.
And I appreciate it.
That's the part I'm talking about. That.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Look at his upbringing. That's why.
Talking about
yeah, really.
He had first-hand experience,
anti-fascism.
Before it gets away
an
with me.
Israeli hacking group. An Israeli hacking group has hacked the KKK, and they are posting all member info
I hope so.
online, and they even linked to the sex offender registry in Texas, I think.
I hope
gonna call it under the
I haven't
hood.
seen that, but I hope they did. Where's Anonymous
yeah,
when you
posted
need
the
them?
article in
You
the
know,
main
where are
discussion.
them
and,
people? Get out there and show what happened. Anyway, let me catch up. Diana Mallory donated $5 to Super Chat and said, ask a fucking Trump supporter how that Trump employee tax credit is working for them this year. I have a couple of people who told me they got screwed on their taxes. Well, go figure, because they weren't permanent. They were temporary tax cuts for you. The ones he gave to the wealthy and the corporations.
They're gone this year.
Yeah, they're going to be here forever until we do something about it. And I have no doubt that we will. That's how come we need a more solid lead in both the Senate and the House. And we're going to have that opportunity in 2022.
People get their tax bills this year, and because of Trump's obviously tax thing, their taxes may go up $100, $300, $400. They're going to blame Biden. They're going to say, "See, Biden's and your taxes are going up." You know, they're going to spin it off onto the Democrats.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to scream up and down about the socialism within the Democratic Party and how we're wasting all this money and we can't do this to our grandchildren, and look at our future, look at our deficit, look at our debt. All of that stuff, because that's the Republican mindset. That's what they do every time they come into office. They rob the coffers. They screw everything up. Things start to go downhill. They get voted out, and a Democrat has to come in and clean the freaking place up. Go look at the recent history. Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama. Every time there's a Republican, who'd I miss? Did I miss somebody?
No.
No.
Well, yeah, Reagan.
Going all the way back to
Go
Reagan.
back to Reagan. Reagan is where I start my remembering my own personal. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean trickle down shit? Don't make sense in my world because I don't see it raining down here.
And the welfare mama that never existed.
Never existed. They have always that is exactly what I mean. Thank you, Velda, because that's what I mean. They have painted the picture of what a patriot is in this country. That's what the Republicans do. They sell bumper stickers and slogans. They wave their flag. They fly eagles around. They believe in their Bible and their cross and everything up. They hold up an apple pie. They don't believe in that shit, but it's the selling. No. It's marketing. And the Republicans have been very good over the last few years. They've suckered in all the evangelical Christians, the ones that threw Jesus in the ditch just to follow Donny Boy. Those people. That is marketing. and it means nothing to their values or their morals. They'll screw you over in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
It's evil. It's evil marketing.
It is the Democrats. I'm telling you, who are the real patriots in this country, because they're always the one that have to come in and clean up the freaking country, to fix it, to give rights to people, to lift all boats. It's the Republicans that are coming in with scuba divers trying to drill a hole in your boat, thinking their boat gets bigger. No, if they just sink all the other boats, then their boat is big. That's the way they look at this shit. We're not in the same sea. We're not in the same storm. We're all in different boats. And half these assholes got some mighty big boats. And they don't give a shit if they run your boat over. Your boat ain't.
Well, they admitted it, John. They admitted it, John, because there was a female senator, Bill, you may know of this, in the last couple of days. She made a statement saying that they wanted to sort of get more gerrymandering and get more of their senators. She said her closing words were, "It's the only way we get a chance to win."
Yep.
Yeah.
That was Blackburn, wasn't it?
Who was that?
Marsha Blackburn that said
No,
that.
that's her. That's her.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Tennessee?
She's bad. Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, she's...
She actually said, it's the only way
She
we're going
belongs
to
in
win.
the same club as Green.
Is Qcumber?
Honestly, yeah.
Qcumber?
Yeah.
The
No,
Qcumber.
no, my club that I said.
Yep.
Why is it the women? What's happening with the women in that party?
They're the
It's
ones with
Karen
the balls to
Mendel.
stand up to everybody. Do it my way or we'll tear your house apart. They're talking to Republicans. It's a war within the Republican Party itself. We're sitting out here, the
Well,
whole
that's
nation
not-
sitting out here wondering what the hell's going to happen here. Who's going to win, the dark or the light? Well, they ain't
Christi's
no
going to win. To be honest.
The dark.
Is
what?
it a war or a power struggle?
It's
You know,
a power
the thing-
struggle.
You know,
It is. When you come,
The
it's a
thing
power
that
struggle. Who's
gets
going to run
me-
the party? Is it going to be
Yeah.
Trump, or are they going to return to their platform?
You know, I look at the women in the Democratic Party, and they're the only ones in the Democratic Party that have balls to speak up about anything, about and then you got these kook jobs in the Republican Party. I mean, they're just fucking nuts.
Sarah
I will say
Palin,
in a heartbeat
Green.
that Marjorie Taylor Greene of the Republican Party, Congresswoman out of Georgia, has more balls and bigger balls than Michael Cloud, my congressman out of District 27 in Texas. She's got much bigger balls. She's on TV. You don't see my congressman for shit.
John,
He's
that's
hiding.
my one point. That's my one point, because I do have friends that are Democratic, but and they they're the same as us, but they're always well, if I don't ever have to hear Nancy again. And I'm like, dude, she's the only one that has any fucking one of the only ones that has any balls.
There are certain
speak up.
parts of the Democratic Party who are all too willing to form a firing squad amongst ourselves and pick each other off. Nancy Pelosi has done an outstanding job as Speaker for as long as she's been there. She knows how to count votes and she gets things done, and she's not afraid to stand up and say it. Is she doing everything that everybody in the Democratic Party wants? No. That's not the way it works. This is we have a diverse Democratic Party as much as the Republicans have a diverse party.
After that State of the Union speech where she ripped the speech up, we seen it. She did that on national TV. She made a point. She made a point. And then when they did that, I think when it was impeachment, when they announced the first impeachment or whatever, and they all started wanting to applaud, and she looked at him and she put her finger to her mouth. She's like, "Nope, y'all keep quiet. Y'all shut up. We're doing this respectfully."
I think the best one was where she stood over the desk where all the generals were and all those, and she pointed the hand.
She pointed her finger, and they got that picture. That's who Nancy Pelosi is. So, does she have her faults? Yes, we all do.
Everybody does.
Everybody does, but there are some people that just don't like her. She is very powerful, and she can move. She knows how to move the House, and I think that's what she's doing now. We have to look at the fact that there will be a successor because of some of the age of our leaders. We're getting up there, baby. All of us are. So are the constituents out here. So it all cycles. And I am I am looking forward to a time when we have younger people in office. It's the
Won't
way
be
we
long.
progress.
Won't be long.
It won't be long. It won't be long. We're sending a man and a woman to the moon. We're sending a woman to the moon.
Well, she got Nancy. You can say what you want about Nancy, but she got to a Trumpy impeached twice. That's pretty good.
That's
Can
pretty
they
good.
take Green? Maybe
Pretty
take
good.
Green.
Hey,
to the
maybe
moon.
so.
Take
Maybe
Green
that's
to
the
moon.
plan. Well, she ain't got nothing else to do. Let me
There you
catch
go.
up real quick. Ardessa,
Think of the
a.k.a.
spaceport.
Purple Moon Dragon, donated $5 through Super Chat and said, just got to say love you all. Fuck to Lindsey Graham, MG, Marjorie Green, and
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. Thank you very much, and the rest of them. That's pretty good. We should have a game show like that, you know. And fill in the blank there. Who is M&M? Is it a candy, Bob? No, it's not a candy. We're talking about people.
He's a rapper.
I said who, not what.
Will the real
Listen up.
shit Shandy please stand up?
Please stand up. And Paula.
Did you see where?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
No. Well, let me catch Paula. Paula donated $5 through Super Chat and said the right is all based on racism. Bottom line, I think that says it all right there, Paula. I agree with you. It seems to me that that's what
nationalism.
they've done. They've turned it into that. So let them purge the Republican Party of that. You were going to say something, Bill?
Yeah, did you see where Pete Buttigieg is working behind closed doors with Bernie Sanders on the transportation and infrastructure bill?
I guess Bernie is now the chairman of the.
He is Secretary of
Finance
Transportation.
Well, Buttigieg is
Buttigieg is transportation secretary. Bernie's the chairman of the budget committee.
Budget committee. That's it. Yes.
Yeah, he runs the money out of the Senate, so and he could get infrastructure and all this stuff Pete wants to do through reconciliation. So
You mean
they're
infrastructure?
working
That thing we've
together
talked
on it.
about for 4 years and ain't done shit on?
Yep, but they're gonna.
Just
They're
to be
gonna.
giving you a plan for that, right?
Yeah, you got two progressives working
sign
on
it
it. I
in 2
think it's
weeks.
going to work out pretty good. I'm really excited about that.
I am.
That's going to be that's going to be somewhere between 7 and 10 million jobs, and boy, do we need them.
Yeah.
I know Rick Wilson used to tweet back at the beginning of all this. Like on Mondays, he would tweet something about shit. Lost my train of thought. What were you just talking
Squirrel.
about? It just happened to me. First time I had a squirrel. My bad. Infrastructure. That's
I
it.
love.
Yeah. He would be like, he would just send out these tweets about it's Monday. Let's see what happens this in infrastructure week. You know, it would just be some of the craziest, funniest stuff. But he was right. I mean, he was right.
Gotta love Rick Wilson. I love him to death, man. Even though he is an independent now, he's no longer a Republican. He left the party when he founded Lincoln Project.
I think we're going to see more and more of people leaving the Republican Party.
You know, they have 3.5 million members now. Lincoln Project. They're big.
They're big. They just put out another one commercial. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but it's talking about all of them. Talking about there's a word I'm not coming into my mind, but it's the swamp. It's the people in the swamp, and there's Ted Cruz, there's Marjorie Taylor Greene, there's everybody, and they got the faces on them, and they're calling them out, each one, in the crimes that they did. It's pretty good. Go check that out. If you ain't seen Lincoln Project on YouTube, go subscribe, because they're calling them out. And I'm glad to see it. I watch them because I like to go. Take what little joy you can.
Yesterday they did that one called Squalid. SQUALID.
That's the one.
Yep, that was good.
That was good. That's
man.
all of them. Line them up there. Squalor.
Yep.
That's what they all are. They name them, every one of them, and what they did. Let me call out Ardessa, aka Purple Moon Dragon. Came back and gave another $5 and said, granddaughter. Oh, granddaughter is pregnant again. Hey, outstanding there, Moon Dragon. Outstanding. Another Democrat. See there? We're popping them out. That's your job out there. Give us more Democrats. Get some roses and some wine and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just saying. You know, we're kind-hearted people. Everybody listening to this show right now are kind-hearted people. They're concerned about our environment. They're concerned about the world. They want a better future for all our children and everything. So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know.
Yep.
If you can't have one, teach one. That's the way we need to do. Again, I fall back on my belief that the hardest work to do, the hardest things that we have to do in this country are the things that we have to do as a society. We have to stand up for each other. We have to stand up for the things that we believe in. We will not allow racism or hatred or bigotry to flourish around me. I don't want to see that. If I see you being a racist asshole, I'm going to say, hey, stop being a racist asshole. And by the way, wait. I got this YouTube show. I want to get this video on tape. And,
sometimes one of the best places to get a change on having kids learning things is to revamp the school districts nationwide.
Well,
so that they're not studying the tests for corporate corporations.
Yeah. It's knowledge.
Where they're being taught.
There is a lot of.
Where they're taught shop, home ec, and stuff like that, and true history.
Social studies back in there to learn about our government and how it works, so we won't have any more.
Absolutely.
We'll have fewer cucumbers in the batch.
Right.
Qcumbers. I got to get used to saying Qcumbers. I like
Qcumbers. Yeah, I like
Qcumbers.
Hey, John, one last thing. Jonafly just messaged me and said, let everyone know that Johnson & Johnson just requested the FDA their approval for their one-shot vaccine. It was on CNN, and they just ran a banner on MSNBC. So Johnson & Johnson requested for their approval of the FDA for the one-shot vaccine for COVID.
Yeah.
But,
it's 66%. It's 66% working, according to the Dutch news, and their headquarters are based in my hometown city of Leiden.
Outstanding.
Thank you, John Apply, for that. Appreciate it, buddy.
We appreciate it tremendously. Let me catch up here. I'm trying to go. David Billings donated $5 to Super Chat and said, I want to give another reminder that Bernadette's grandson is more than halfway to his goal. So yes, thank you, David Billings, and yes, if you don't know about Dominic Pre's GoFundMe page for his educational fund for a STEM-related school that he's going to go by there. You can find the GoFundMe page on bluedotintexas.com.
Hey, you got it. You got the website.
Yeah.
You finally
bluedotintexas.com.
Yeah.
And if you scroll down to the bottom down there, it says there's a button down there you can push to donate.
Thank you so much, David.
And yes, thank you, David. And it, what you can.
Just
you give what you can. Yeah. What's that?
As a retired teacher, it just sticks with me. It's one of those things you just realize how much it means to give.
Yeah, because when we realize it's not about us anymore, it's about them. We're I hate to say it, but we're on the other side.
Well, they got to take care of my old ass now that I can't take care of
greener pastures of not having to do shit no more, and looking back, going, damn, I hope them young ones can clean up our mess, which is what we're asking them to do. So they are our
we've got to start it.
Yes.
So they can continue on with it.
Set the path,
with people like AOC coming through the system and others like her and Collins.
Exactly.
There is some good people coming through, guys.
Yeah. And the thing that Dominic is going to puts him on the path that takes him to somebody who is going to benefit the society as a whole. That's
social awareness.
Yes. Anyway, Ed Bately Jr. Donated $5 to Super Chat and said pronouns. Oh, Beatty.
Yes.
Oh, I keep saying Beatty. It's Beatty. Ed Beatty donated $5. Said you should run against Cloud. I want to run him down the street with him.
Wow.
Anyway.
Run him over with your pickup.
I think there are better people in my district that I've seen in my town here that are highly qualified. Eric Olguin being one of them.
You are qualified. You're an educated man.
You're an American citizen.
Not on paper, baby. My education, I did not finish high school. I've made I joined the Navy at a young age. Before
Who
that, I was
gives
working
a
in
shit?
shipyards.
What kind of education did
Exactly.
Trump have? God.
It's not like I'm ignorant. I didn't go to college. The Army sent me to Army Management College. I've taken courses all through it, from everything from chemistry and.
I was about to say, Travis, your dad's IQ is bound to be higher than Trump's.
It is.
Many
It
levels.
is. I think you're underestimating how much you need to be a politician in today's environment. You don't.
Yeah, really.
That's what we need is another old white guy. That's what we need. Hey, that's a novel idea. We haven't had one of them before. Old white guy.
Hell, Johnny, if you just had enough money, you'd be right in
I
there,
want to motivate the person that does, though.
Yeah.
I want that person to stand up with passion, because it's not difficult to do. And we've seen them come up. That's how AOC got where she is. Don't stand back and just listen. Stand up and use your voice. And when you do, people listen to you. And they start paying attention. And you just
like
build.
Somebody who's willing to stand up and say, quit, are you shitting me? And actually call a spade?
Yeah. Call it out for what it is. And recognize the injustices and the inhumanities that we have in our society. That we have.
Hey, YouTube, how many of you on YouTube want John to run for senator in Texas?
Look at there.
Yeah,
The number is in there.
that's right,
6.
Builder.
Oh, there
You
go.
do a
6
little
people.
survey, Builder. Yeah, you'll get
Huh?
6,000. You do a little survey, and I reckon we'll get a big response. People putting thumbs up.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
baby
put
steps,
my fellow Texans through that kind of shit. I want somebody who's qualified.
John.
For the job.
You start in local
God.
government. You start in local government. You run for the city commissioner. Or the local dog catcher. And you
Dog
work your way
catcher.
up.
You're never too old to tell the truth, guys.
Can I keep all the dogs I catch? That's the deal. It's the deal with me. I wouldn't take them to pound. I'd be bringing them to my house. Here, got another one, honey.
Age don't matter, though. You're never too old to tell the truth. To me, Patrick Moynihan.
That's what we need.
And you're
Patrick
as old as
Moynihan said when he told the U.S. Senate he was 76, 75 years old, and he stood up and said, "Look, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts." That was a 75-year-old man. So
I know I know my place in this world. I wish I could stand on the House floor and say something. I wish I could stand on the Senate floor and say something. But there are people that are more articulate and better at it than me, because I'm eventually going to keep going and sink into, you fucking idiot. What are you, there's an old sailor that lives inside of me, and occasionally he comes out, and the longer I tend to talk, the more chance that he's going to come running out of my mouth. And then they chastise me and run me out of town.
Well, don't sell yourself short, John.
That would be a breath of fresh air in the calls.
We all got something to say, man. That's for sure.
Well, we do, and that's what I encourage. So many people that we have seen come on the scene with Randy Kervin. Rantin' Randy is out there, or was earlier. He uses his voice every day. Persistence, man. You just keep saying the message is sometimes it gets hard to do. But I am so proud of those, and Velda, you being one of them, that have loaned your voice to this thing and spoke up. It's. But regardless of whether you turn your camera on, the participation that goes on in this, in the conversations over here. What the hell are they talking about, Colonel Sanders? Yeah, he didn't start in KFC until he was in his 70s. Ah, there you go.
Yep. Right.
Are you shitting me? It's not like I don't have, when I go into the end of the store in there or something, and some reason something comes up where I'm explaining, well, yes, I do have a YouTube show. I don't know how it comes up so often. It just, coincidence, I guess. Anyway, and I'll pull my phone out and show them, look at there. 11,600 subscribers there. That's pretty good, huh? Hey, that's fantastic. That's really great. It's not like I get a pride out of that. The followers that we have on Facebook, over 18,000, it continues to go up. Those are the things that make me feel like kind of giddy. But I know that I am who I am. I'm the old man at the end of the street. I am at the end of every street in this nation. I'm all over this place. I take on different forms. A whole lot of them a lot prettier than this one. But it's the same voice. It's the same message. there's no different than me than most of you who live down the end of the street. You know, we all.
That's it.
It doesn't take a whole lot to be outraged at something that is obviously wrong. And if we look at those people that aren't seeing what is obviously wrong, then we have to question why those people refuse to see. There's none so blind as those who will not see. You know, I don't know. Now I'm just rambling on. Travis is over there. Let me know it's time to go. So I guess I ought to let y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Aussie Dave, thank you for coming in, buddy. We always enjoy your conversation when you come in. The international view between you and Blue Dot Hank is always appreciated here. That's all right.
Yes,
you don't have to
we
say
are
anything.
here. We are all here.
We are all here. And Bill Jones, we appreciate your voice always in here, brother. Take care of North.
No worries, buddy.
We got work to do until 22, baby. Mucho trabajo.
We're
Mucho
gonna do it.
trabajo.
One of these days when your tongue heals and you feel a little better, give me a shout. We'll talk not
pipe.
politics. We'll talk. We'll talk pipes and tobaccos, buddy.
Yeah. I've been getting hankering talking for anything about politics. I'm getting better at it now. I'm still listening to music, baby.
Talk about something else.
I'm still listening to
But
music.
you be safe, brother, and don't sell yourself short. Keep talking, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it tremendously. Blue Dot Hank, again, like Aussie Dave, we appreciate the international flair, the international view. And we're so happy that you did not have to use the Norwegian Navy to have to come over here and rescue us, brother. But we did notice a couple of scouts in the crowd out there. So you have
the Norwegians have their own navy. I mean, the Dutch are. Well, we love to use other people's navy, especially the American Navy.
There you go. Yeah, sneaky. Huh? I like it.
Yeah, always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Hank. Thank you always for being here. And David, out in California, brother. I hope the sun keeps shining on you. Hope life keeps going well. It is going well, right?
Far more sun than we really want at this point of the year.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm just going to keep on dreaming and keep on being optimistic. I feel a whole lot better dreaming, hoping better than what we've been through for 4 years.
Yeah. And that's not hard to do. You know, the bar is low for us to make improvements here. So we need to make the rocket shot, the moon shot. You know, we have it here within us, so we need to go for the moon. And literally, we are. We're going to the moon, baby. Anyway, David, thank you again for being here. S.C. Smith down up in Tallahassee. Brother, I just nicked my tongue on Tallahassee.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Brother, we appreciate your voice here. I always enjoy you when you come in the room.
Well, John, I'm glad you let me in. And I just want to say, Michael James, God, I wish you could get in.
I could get in here.
Yeah, I'll do my. If you can hear me, buddy, I'll do my best. I'll do my best to keep you entertained in the music chair.
Don't lie,
hopefully,
Smithy. You blocked him.
I don't think Ozzy knows he's on.
Is Ozzy? Oh, there's Ozzy.
No, go ahead.
Hello. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That's all right, Dave. I said goodbye to you anyway already. You ignored me.
Okay.
I know how it is. No, Dave, just to let you know, brother, we appreciate you being on the show.
No, sorry I missed you. Goodbye. I had a bit of a situation here.
That's all right.
Thank you.
I'm sure she's a whole lot prettier than me.
She's got 4 legs. She got 4 legs.
Is it a girl?
She's very hairy.
Is it a girl?
Looking at. No, it's a Republican.
Oh, shit. Kick it in the balls and send it down the road. Anyway, no, don't do that. Anyway, Ozzy, thank you. And SC, again, thank you. And Sparky Dunk, my buddy in California.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to make it to the Hollow Tree tomorrow. Try to make it over to Hollow Tree tomorrow. I'm looking over at Travis going,
remind you.
I will definitely try to make it in there tomorrow. I like it when I'm going to come in. I'm going to make sure I come in. I'll make it.
Well,
what's the best time for me to come in? Because, I still got to do my rant and everything and upload that.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
My time?
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to come in at 6 because I thought, never mind, 5 o'clock my time. Gotcha.
No, he changed the hours a long time ago. So
yeah, it screwed me up ever since he did that. So
yeah,
I've been coming in at 6 and I'm an hour late. All right.
But I got to be gone for a while in the second hour of the front porch.
Wow.
I got to run my wife up to the doctor for cortisone.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's
she's
very
just going in for a cortisone injection in her shoulder. Yeah. You've had those, I think.
Yes. I wish I had one right now. If I had a needle in the shit myself, I'd be jamming it in there right now myself. But they won't give it to me anyway. All right, Spark. So I'll be there tomorrow.
If you show up, I'll show you. And I know I'll be around for the back porch.
There you go. I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there.
Okay.
I want to stop in and say hello to Robin. All right, Spark. Thanks for being here. And Belda Lee.
He wants to hear about your tongue.
Yeah, I'll tell him a story.
I already sent him a message.
Hey guys, we might want to explain to some of the people that are out there what the back porch is and who is the back porch.
Oh, we're sorry. That's Robin. Robin Kincaid. On Horn. Sparky, you do that. Go ahead, because you know how to do it.
On headon.live.
On headon.live. On your computer.
If you go to headon.live, there's a link for Friday on the Front Porch. We use Skype, not Discord.
It's much like we do here, except Robin knows her shit and I don't.
And then when Robin cuts off the show, a bunch of us hang around, and that's the back porch. It's kind of like the blue room here.
Yeah. Robin's show is the front porch, where on Fridays we discuss the issues much like we do here, and people come in on Skype and we just sit around and talk about shit. It gets a little risque sometimes, and I don't like it that way. He's got a wide audience over there, a lot of fun, and then the back porch is sort of like our blue room. It's the same thing. It's what we do after the show, after the camera goes off and the microphones go off live. Then we all run into the room and go, hey, what are y'all thinking? And that kind of stuff. And no telling what goes on in there, because our blue room cooks, baby. It cooks. Anyway, what was that? Sounded like
I don't know.
It was a gong, not a bong.
Something happened. Oh shit! Well, that was different. Karen Van Wyk donated $5 and said for John's 2022 run. Yeah, let me start a political action committee. I'll work on it. Anyway, I want to thank all of you for coming in. I want to thank our Blue Dot YouTube family, our Facebook family, our Periscope family, all of you. It means so much in this family. It's you. You're the reason why we have this whole thing. Is this collective group that we made, and I love it, and I want to thank you for being a part of it. Giving your time to this is the most precious thing you have, and I'm glad you spend a little bit with us. Anyway, still in a pandemic, still in all that shit, so wear a mask, go wash your hands, stay the hell away from nasty ass people, put a smile on your face, because hey, tomorrow's Beer and Bud Friday, so put the beer on the ice, put the bud in the bowl, and we'll get ready to slide into the weekend. We know it's going to be a brighter future, baby. We already know that. It's just how bright is the light going to get is what we're debating now. We'll have our Beer and Bud Friday. We'll slide into the weekend, and then look at the excitement of next week. Oh Lord, baby. It's going to be a circus. I want to be front center to see it. I want to be a witness to this history. Either way, whether he's convicted or... I do want to say one... What's that, Belda? Go ahead.
One thing I want to say. I am not missing the shows that we had where all we had to do was talk about the orange fucker.
Yeah, wait till next week. We'll have it. It's going to be like it's going to look like a walk down memory lane.
So
we're going to go through all his
wonderful.
crimes just to watch his shit. Yes, it is. Like I say, I'm listening to my music. I listen to 60s and 70s music. I sing along down the road.
I haven't been banned from Facebook in weeks.
You see, life is getting better. I'm telling you. Somewhere. Anyway, now it's just bullshit. Thank y'all for coming in and saying that. Y'all say goodnight to everybody. That's the way that we do this.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Y'all remember
Take
how we
care.
do this shit. Take care of yourself. We love you. We'll be back here for the next Blue Dot family meeting on Sunday. So please come by and join us. We appreciate it so much. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. We appreciate it tremendously. Thank you. And we'll see y'all later.